Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for May 10th, 2019. If you're wondering how Disney will enforce those 4-hour reservations to visit Star Wars Galaxy's Edge from May 31st through June 23rd, wonder no longer. Per Brady McDonald of the OC Register, quote, Disneyland expects that 4 hours will be enough time for most visitors to explore Star Wars Galaxy's Edge during the initial reservation-only period, and that scoundrels who overstay their welcome will be dealt with by a squadron of stormtroopers. Disneyland will issue colored wristbands to visitors during the reservation-only period for each of the 4-hour windows. Newly admitted Galaxy Edge visitors will mix in with those already in the land, much like at other events at Disneyland, such as the Halloween party. After each 4-hour window ends, Disneyland employees may turn away visitors with expired wristbands attempting to enter Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, Oga's Cantina, Docking Bay 7, Restaurant, and the Savi's Workshop and Droid Depot shopping areas. Disneyland expects that most visitors will find 4 hours to be more than enough time to explore the new 14-acre Star Wars land. Stragglers will be dealt with by the First Order stormtroopers patrolling the land. The reservation system has been designed to manage crowds and minimize wait times while keeping the land below capacity. The goal is to keep the wait times for Smuggler's Run under 2 hours, according to Disney. Accommodations, of course, will be made if the attraction should experience any downtime. The wait time for Smuggler's Run will balloon, of course, if everyone entering Galaxy's Edge heads straight for the attraction, and Disney hopes to disperse visitors throughout the land during the reservation-only period and persuade riders to postpone their journey on Smuggler's Run until the second or third hour of their visit, when wait times will be less. At the same time, Disney doesn't want riders waiting until the last minute of their 4-hour window to get in line for Smuggler's Run either. So we'll see how it goes. And if you weren't lucky enough to snag a reservation to visit Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland from May 31st through June 23rd, you'll probably want to know how to enter the land starting on June 24th. And Brady McDonald of the OC Register also had that information. Starting June 24th, Disneyland visitors who want to explore the 14-acre land will need to log into the Disneyland app to secure a boarding pass in a virtual queuing system designed to manage crowds in the new land. No advance reservations will be needed to enter Galaxy's Edge beginning June 24th, but visitors will need to secure that boarding pass to get in. Push notifications will be sent to the Disneyland visitors when it's time for their boarding pass group to enter Galaxy's Edge, and kiosks throughout the park will issue paper boarding passes to visitors not using the smartphone app. The goal is to allow visitors to explore Disneyland attractions, restaurants, and shops while they wait to experience Star Wars Galaxy's Edge without having to stand in a long line to enter the new land. Visitors will have 2 hours to show up for their Galaxy's Edge boarding pass entry after receiving their push notification. You must be inside the park to select a boarding group using the Disneyland app, and there will be no time limit on how long visitors may spend once inside. Early morning visitors will be able to head directly into the land without securing a boarding pass with the virtual queuing system. A status bar in the Disneyland app will notify visitors when Galaxy's Edge is full and boarding passes are required. Late night visitors may also find the boarding passes are not required to enter the land. Disneyland plans to stop using the virtual queuing system as soon as crowds dissipate. When that will be, who knows? If you're tired of seeing the swooping vistas of Black Spire Outpost in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, or just simply need more to tide you over before that official opening in a few days' time, D23 has released a set of detailed shots of specific props and scenes throughout the land, filled with fun Easter eggs for Star Wars fans, both old and new. There are references to all three trilogies and even the Star Wars television series like the Clone Wars and Rebels. We'll look at some of those now. Ancient inscriptions line the walls of Batuu, yet they've endured years of war and resistance. You have another look at Millennium Falcon sitting outside. A wall displaying a number of trooper helmets and weaponry throughout the ages. Star Wars Rebels fans will love the inclusion of these, I'm going to butcher this, the Melorun fruit, which are Hera's favorite from the show. They appear in the land. Here's one of the 3 trailer-sized cargo pods that Strono Tugs is offloading from his multi-purpose transport into the hangar bay at Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo. The first is stamped with the 77. The second one seen here has the 80 on it. And the last one is branded 83, of course, the years that the original trilogy films were released. After that, we have a wall of creature busts. These are pretty cool. Probably one of our favorites is the scene right here, and if it looks familiar, that's because this is the same spot where Han and Leia kiss in The Empire Strikes Back. Hopefully cast members don't have to monitor this space too closely when it opens. We got some more wall inscriptions, this time in Arabesh. And sure to become the next big Instagram wall, the Rathar impression on the walls of the Millennium Falcon is rather impressive. We're loving the attention to detail on some of these altar-like spaces, and here we have an impressive antique-looking bust of Ahsoka, Shakti, or possibly another warrior. And as well, here's a bust of a Nexu, a creature that you may have seen in Attack of the Clones. That's my personal favorite of everything we saw this week. If you weren't excited about Galaxy's Edge already, I'm sure some of those shots are going to have you excited now. So, just a few days left. We're under 3 weeks away from the opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And of course, we here at WDWNT will be at Disneyland for the grand opening for many days of coverage. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And we'll also be taking News Today on the road while we're out there in California. We're also taking News Today on the road next week, but more on that next week. If you're looking to get a custom name tag from a galaxy far, far away at Disneyland, you should make the jump to Lightspeed and hurry. Reports are emerging that the resort will stop selling customized Star Wars name tags soon, and they are selling out of their current stock while supplies last. This may be your last chance to have your name written in Arabesh, the in-world written language of Star Wars, on a name tag. One theory as to why the sales are ending is that the personalized name tags look a lot like the name tags that cast members will be wearing in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which is opening in just a few days, as we already said. And Disney may be looking to avoid guest confusion. So you may want to hurry up and get those. Not sure if they're still at Star Wars Launch Bay here in Florida, but I think they are. I'm sure they'll end here, too, before August 29th. Dining team, this is Mission Control. You are clear for a earlier than expected 2019 entry into the new space-themed restaurant coming to Epcot at Walt Disney World. That's right, the new table service experience will open later this year, adjacent to Mission Space. No dining experience on Earth can match what's in store because this new restaurant will take you into outer space for incredible dining experiences that are, oh boy, out of this world. Patina Restaurant Group will operate the new restaurant, and they developed a menu that features internationally inspired cuisine, more than 1,000 bottles of the world's finest wines, and a wide selection of craft beer to be housed in their very own space cellar. The gist is that much like the International Space Station, the restaurant will also be manned by an international crew. The new space-themed restaurant will make guests feel as if they're actually traveling through space via the use of a 250-foot-long digital screen wrapping around the curved room. This technology is similar to the screens used at the One World Trade Center and the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Earlier this week, we saw the first character gondola for Goofy and Pals make its debut thanks to the torrential storm that passed through Orlando. And now Disney has offered us a more deliberate view of the rest of the character gondolas on the Hollywood Studios line of the Disney Skyliner. All the tarps are finally off, as you're seeing now, and the characters are in full view. Right now, you're watching our video. You can see this full video right here on our YouTube channel. And if you want to look at pictures of each and every character gondola on the line, those are up on our site. Several new food options have arrived at the Magic Kingdom, including Mickey Celebration Donuts, a Tangled Eclair, a mini cookie dough sundae, and more. And you can read all about those at WDWNT.com. It's a sad day at the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater at Disney's Hollywood Studios. The onion rings have been removed from the appetizer menu after many, many years. Maybe they're being used for some of the circles in the new park logo, perhaps. Replacing the onion rings is a crabless cake served with vegetable slaw and remoulade sauce. However, don't cry just yet, because cast members have informed us that you can still order a side of onion rings. They are unadvertised, though, so you're going to have to ask to get those onion rings. Bongos Cuban Cafe at Disney Springs is now officially set to close in August when the 22-year lease on the restaurant comes to an end, according to owner Gloria Estefan. Estefan said the following in a statement to the Orlando Sentinel, quote, "They are growing in a different direction, and we are growing in a different direction. So we thought a fresh start is wanted." Disney has yet to announce the closure or any sort of replacement for Bongos on the west side of Disney Springs. Gloria Estefan and her husband Emilio are opening the second location for the Estefan Kitchen brand at the Sunset Walk Shopping and Dining District at the newly opened Margaritaville property on U.S. Highway 192 west of Interstate 4. This will fill the couple's Orlando restaurant void once Bongos is closed. For guests looking for an even easier way to make appointments for the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, the Pirates League, and the Harmony Barbershop, Disney has just launched a new online reservation system available on Disneyland and DisneyWorld.com. With the online system, you can quickly search for available dates or make cancellations to existing appointments at the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique locations in the domestic U.S. parks, at the Pirates League and Harmony Barbershop in the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. The site will seem familiar to anyone who has made an online dining reservation, as it contains similar layout and features. You just can create or sign into your Disney account to get started. Guests are strongly encouraged to make reservations in advance for these experiences. They are quite popular and appointment times fill up quickly. Reservations can be made up to 60 days in advance for the boutique, ages 3 to 12 in Disneyland Park, and at Walt Disney World, reservations can be made 180 days in advance for the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, the Pirates League, and the Harmony Barbershop. Disneyland has announced a brand new annual passport that is the first of its kind, incorporating a reservation system for park access. Starting May 21st, guests can purchase the Disney Flex Passport, priced at $599. Flex Pass holders will have the opportunity to access one or both Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure Park on select good-to-go days with limited blackout days. Plus, they can make reservations on other days for more access. Plans can be managed through the website and the Disneyland app, where they can access an interactive calendar and book a reservation. Guests can hold 2 reservation days up to 30 days in advance with the new passport, while also enjoying those good-to-go days. Providing guests with options that meet their budgets, including a monthly payment plan for California residents, continues to be a priority of the Disneyland Resort, according to Disney. Disney Flex Passport also includes benefits such as dining and merchandise discounts. Reservations may be made on select dates online by using the Disneyland app. They can be made up to 30 days in advance, and each Disney Flex Passport can hold 2 reservations during a 30-day window. You can also make reservations for other Disney Flex Pass holders whose passports are linked to your Disney account. Reservations can be made up to 30 days in advance for them as well. And again, each passport can hold 2 reservations during those 30-day windows. You can cancel a reservation up to 11:59 p.m. on the day prior to the reservation date, and there's no limit to the number of cancellations you can make. There are, however, strict rules for no-shows. Pass holders who are no-show for 3 reservations in the 90-day window will be unable to make new reservations for 30 days after their 3rd no-show. If you enter the park for which you have a reservation at any time before closing on your reservation day, you won't be considered a no-show. And if your reservation is for both parks, you only need to visit one to avoid being a no-show. Construction has officially begun on the Zootopia-themed land coming to Shanghai Disneyland, and it appears some special art has popped up on the construction walls lining the project boundaries. The City of Zootopia logo matches the silhouette of the land and cityscape as shown in the concept art for the land. And in the land, guests will be invited to experience the mammalian metropolis of Zootopia, where anyone can be anything, with a new major attraction that will seamlessly blend Disney storytelling and state-of-the-art technology to bring this fan-favorite movie and its characters to life, including Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde. The land will be the park's 8th themed land and the first ever Zootopia-themed land at any Disney park. This project marks the 2nd major expansion of the Shanghai Disney Resort since it opened in 2016, although the other major expansion was another Toy Story land. I don't know how major you consider it. Some carnival rides, very major. While no official opening date has been announced for the land, with construction officially underway, we're hopeful we'll get to try everything in the land once it opens in the next few years. Get it? Try everything? Anyway. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.